Good morning. It is 6:32 a.m. on Friday, January 13th, 2017. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. Friday the 13th. Ooh. Uh, my primary association with the idea of Friday the 13th actually is that my brother's birthday is May 13th. And I remember as a kid, at least there was a phase of a couple of years there where he was convinced that on years where his birthday was on a Friday, thus a Friday the 13th, that he actually had bad luck. I think it was just coincidence that I'm not even sure where that impression came up because obviously that only happens like once every 7 years, I think. I'm trying to remember exactly how that cycles, but to have one like May 13th be a Friday. Um, but he was kind of just at that age where it might make sense to have that impression where there was one particular year, and I think he had primed himself to like be worried about it, and therefore every teensy little thing that seems to go wrong in any way was proof. And then after having that be one time where it seemingly was ruined, that just became everything. So I just remember thinking about that when my brother was probably 7 or 8 or something like that. Otherwise, Friday the 13th, I don't know. I'm not superstitious. Not about that anyway. I don't have any of I think the traditional superstitions, but given that I think what superstitions tends to be is sort of false pattern recognition in the brain, leading to ritualistic irrational behavior. I am certain that I have many of those, many that I may not even be fully aware of. Anyway, so I went ahead and went to work yesterday, and it was fine. Had kind of a headache through a bunch of the day, which is, not optimal. And I didn't feel up to being very productive last night, so I mostly just ended up playing a whole bunch more of Stardew Valley, and watching some clips from the CISO show Harmon Quest, which I really enjoyed, which is basically the Dan Harmon, who's the creator of Community and Rick and Morty, and some of his friends playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons-ish. It's not brand name, but it's the same idea. And then it's in those live show clips are intercut with animated version of their adventure, this is a show I've talked about before and I really enjoy. It's on CISO, but you can find, I think, at least the first episode on YouTube for free. But CISO put up a bunch of what they called expanded universe clips, which is basically just outtakes. And it's fine. It's good. So I did that, and then I played a bunch more Stardew Valley, which I find kind of relaxing, but I'm not sure if it's gonna last long term for me, because it's definitely one of those games where it inspires the sort of just one more day, one more day, one more round type of play, but I'm not 100% sure how satisfying I will find it. Like, when I look back and say, oh, I have spent however many hours playing this, am I going to be glad that I did? I don't know. I might need a few more story hooks. But I'm not done playing it yet, but we'll see. I'm just starting to, I feel like, see on the horizon a yearning to play something else. Not to mention that I have tons of games in various backlogs and still didn't finish Rise of the Tomb Raider yet. Or did I? Did I finish that? I did. God, I can't even think straight. I did? Yeah, I did. Wow, why did I think I didn't for some reason? Yeah, I think I still have a little bit of brain fog in me. Oh. I don't think I slept very well last night, meaning, I went to bed at a reasonable hour, but I was kind of kept waking up. But anyway, it'll be fine. It's Friday, even if it's Friday the 13th. And for all of you that are in any way actually concerned about that, sorry. Um, but for people who think it's fun to pretend to be superstitious for the day, enjoy with my blessing. Not that you needed it. Anyway, talk to you guys tomorrow for 5 more minutes.